Hello, dear road trip lovers, and let's travel today to the beautiful German region of Franconia, between Nuremberg, the biggest city and unofficial capital of it, to Bamberg, one of the most interesting historical old towns in Germany. We'll travel on the A73 motorway. We start in Nuremberg, a very important city with a population of over 500,000 inhabitants. It's the second largest city in Bavaria and the largest and unofficial capital of Franconia, like I said. It forms a continuous conurbation with the neighboring cities of Fürth, Erlangen and Schwabach that has a total population of 800,000 inhabitants. The city has a long and rich history, being mentioned as the location of an imperial castle already in 1050, and it developed fast afterwards due to its location on key trade routes. The cultural flowering of Nuremberg in the 15th and 16th century made it the center of the German Renaissance. Nuremberg held great significance during the Nazi Germany era, as the Nazi party chose the city to be the site of huge party conventions, the Nuremberg, known as the Nuremberg rallies. On the 2nd of January 1945, so towards the end of the Second World War, the city was bombed by the Allies, destroying about 90% of it. After the war, German officials involved in war crimes were brought here in Nuremberg before an international tribunal in what was called the Nuremberg trials. The city was then partially rebuilt after the war, and some of its pre-war appearance was restored, making Nuremberg today a beautiful and interesting place. It is a popular tourist destination. Beside its main attractions like the Imperial Castle, the St. Lawrence Church and the Nazi trial grounds, there are 54 different museums for art and culture, history, science and technology, and many other niche categories. Nuremberg has an extended pedestrianized area covering a large part of its old town, hosting festivals and markets like the Christkindlmarkt. It's Germany's largest Christmas market. The city is also a destination for food lovers. The Lebkuchen, it's gingerbread from Nuremberg, local beer and the sausages being very famous. So as you see, there are many things to see and do here in Nuremberg. It's a very beautiful place, visited it many times. Took also some photos during my visits. Let's see these photos before we'll hit the road further on to Bamberg. And with the hope that you enjoy the few pics from the city center of Nuremberg, let's drive further. We are now heading north on the A73 motorway, known as the Franconian Expressway or Frankenschnellweg in German, between Nuremberg and Bamberg. The whole A73 is 167 kilometers long and links Nuremberg with Suhl in Thuringia, passing by Bamberg and Coburg. The section between Nuremberg and Bamberg was built between 1967 and 1986 and sees a relatively high amount of traffic, especially between Nuremberg and Erlangen. We are following the river Regnitz, slowly descending from about 300 meters in altitude in Nuremberg to about 250 meters in Bamberg. And now let's enjoy the motorway drive through Franconia with some music, and I'll be back towards the end of the video as we'll be getting closer to Bamberg to say a few words about this wonderfully preserved old town. So sit back, relax and enjoy the ride.
it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby, so take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey, come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on the highway, you know. Wow! Come on, and groove along. Come on. Said babe, I said babe, oh honey, come and groove along. You gotta feel it, yeah, you gotta move along. Gotta feel it, feel it.
And now I am back, as we are approaching Bamberg, one of Germany's most beautiful towns, an UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1993, home to Europe's largest intact city wall. The town of about 80,000 inhabitants, situated as a confluence between Main and Regnitz, has a long history starting in 1902 with the first mention of a settlement here, that grew fast to become briefly the center of the Holy Roman Empire during the 12th century. Bamberg was the seat of an influential diocese. The bishops ruled Bamberg from the middle of the 13th century, uh, overseeing the construction of monumental buildings here in the town. Fortunately, Bamberg escaped big destruction during the Second World War, and it offers nowadays a great tourist experience due to its medieval layout and well-preserved historical buildings. Some of the main sites are the cathedral, dating from 1237, with the tombs of Emperor Henry II and Pope Clement II. It is a late Romanesque building with 4 towers. It's very impressive. The Alte Hofhaltung is the former residence of the bishops in the 16th and 17th centuries, and the Neue Residenz, or the new residence, is the residence of the bishops after the 17th century. The new residence has a beautiful rose garden and overlooks the town. It is a very beautiful place. The Altenburg is a castle situated on the highest of the Bamberg 7 hills. It's very picturesque and houses a restaurant nowadays. Besides these historical sites, Bamberg is known for its smoked beer, Rauchbier, and it's home to 9 breweries. Bamberg, being an university town, has also a very young and vibrant atmosphere, making it a great destination in this part of Germany. Personally visited Bamberg 3 times until now, as I enjoy it a lot, and will surely come back here in the future. I integrated some photos at the end of the video to give you a better glimpse of how beautiful it is. And now I will end the video here on the A73 near Bamberg. Hope you enjoyed the trip. Stay tuned for more road tourism videos from my road trips here on the channel. And let's see the photos from Bamberg now. Bye bye and till the next time.
Feel it, feel you gotta feel it, feel it.